All right, we've had basketball, we've had track, and we're going to talk a little football here.
We've got it all.
Yeah, KU football landed a big recruiting win right out of K-State's backyard with Manhattan High safety and wide receiver JJ Dunnigan. Even with his dad, James Dunnigan, being a former K-State DB back in 2001 into 2002.
Well, they'll have the family rivalry going on, and K-Nation's Landon Reinhardt caught up with JJ one-on-one this week, and we'll pick up mid-interview with the question, why KU?
KU's close to home. You know, all my family can come to the games. They want me to play both ways there, so that's something very special, and I have a great relationship with all the coaches there.
The only place to be closer to home, though, is K-State. Mm-hmm. What made KU right over the hometown?
I feel like that KU just put me more as a priority, and it felt like home every time I went there, so that's why I picked KU.
Now, being at Manhattan High, was it a rough day, the day after you committed, when everyone's like, man, we wanted you to stay put?
No, it really wasn't. I feel like everybody respected my decision, and, you know, they were just happy that I was doing what I wanted to do, you know.
Gotcha. So playing both ways, why was that a big deal for you?
Because, you know, I love football. I want to be on the field as much as possible and impact the game. You know, I love football. I love playing wide receiver as well.
They got a new DC, DK McDonald. What's your relationship like with him? What did you learn from him during this process?
My relationship with him is good. You know, he started out as the corners coach, so he was the one to initially start recruiting me when I went to the camps and gave me the offer. And then, so our relationship has been really good. And then he got promoted to defensive coordinator.
Is that exciting, knowing the guy that was in charge of the DBs, where you'll be playing, I guess, half the time, keeps going up? Oh,
definitely. And I have a great relationship with Coach Shelby, too, the now corners coach.
Yeah, what's your relationship like with him?
It's good. You know, we text every day, almost every day, talk. You know, I went down there the other day for a visit, you know, with a lot of other in-state guys, too, and it was great.
I see you recruiting already online, the Twitter. You want to shout out the Twitter?
Oh, my Twitter is JJ_Dunnigan Jr. Go make sure to follow that, KU fans.
And so you've already been out recruiting once you've committed. Why is it important for you to get other big players there?
Because I want everybody from Kansas to go play there. You know, the best players in Kansas are going to play at Kansas, and I think that's very important.
Who are some guys that you met up with on your trip that, you know, that you're excited to be with?
Hunter Higgins, Nate Sims, Tyron Parker, you know, trying to recruit some other guys, too, from in-state.
And just a junior, how nice is it to be done with dealing with all that kind of stuff?
It's good because, you know, my ultimate goal is to play football, so that's what it's about, not always the business part, but football is my main priority, so it feels great.
Can I get a good Joe Sharp story?
A good Joe Sharp story. I think just the tradition of 50-40s is always fun to see the younger kids like, 50-40s, what? We got to run that much? So that's
What is 50-40?
You got to run 50-40s.
50-40s?
Yeah. It's not 100%, but, you know, it's a tough task to complete, and it's just fun seeing the younger guys try to do it.
I want to talk about KU for a little bit. The new stadium that's going in, all the new stuff going in, how important was that during the recruiting process?
I mean, that's very important, just to see the amount of focus they're putting on the football program and to see what's to come. You know, it's a bright future for KU.
And what's Lance Leipold like?
Oh, very great guy, very black and white. You know, he's gonna tell you what you need to hear, what he thinks about you, and I love that about him.
Is there anything that you feel like you needed to hear that he told you?
Not really anything specifically, but just how he values me. He said he likes me for a person, and not just because I'm a Kansas kid, but because I'm a great football player. He would recruit me if I lived anywhere.
Yeah. And then being a receiver, seeing how senior trio played this year, Quentin Skinner, Lawrence Arnold, Luke Grimm, did seeing how they were able to play influence you at all?
Definitely. I see myself out there kind of like the spot Quentin Skinner plays, a taller wide receiver, can catch, deep ball type of guy. So, yeah, definitely.
And then going into your senior year next year, what's the goal for Manhattan High?
To win the state championship.
Awesome.
That's always the goal.
JJ, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, the Lance Leipold effect continues in Lawrence. Sounds like they got a pretty good in-state recruit there.
I'd say so. He's got good size. Landon 6'4". JJ looks at least 6'3".
They were kind of about the same.
And probably still growing, too.
They didn't even need that box I usually stand on. Yeah.